Hello everyone. In this video, let us solve some problems based on die or dice. First, let us understand the difference between a die or a dice. Die is singular and the plural form of die is dice. So we can say a die is thrown, or we can say two dice are thrown or rolled. Here we have a picture of a die. Now die has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marked on the 6 faces by using dots. When a die is rolled, the number of digits appearing in the uppermost face is the outcome. Like for this die, 6 is the outcome. What are the total number of outcomes? The total number of outcomes will be either the outcome can be 1, or it can be 2, or it can be 3, 4, 5, or it can be 6. So we can say that the total number of outcomes is 6 when a single die is rolled. Now let us solve this example where an unbiased die is thrown, and let us find the probability of getting a number less than 4. Let even be that event and the favorable outcomes. To find the favorable outcomes, we look at all the outcomes, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here the number less than 4 will be 1, 2, or it can be 3. So the number of favorable outcomes is 3. The total number of outcomes we already discussed is 6. The probability is equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So the probability of the event E1 happening is 3 by 6, which is equal to 1 upon 2. Now let us look at the next part where we have to find the probability of getting a prime number when a single die is thrown. Now for this, let us take this event as E2. To find the favorable outcomes between 1 and 6, the number of prime numbers will be 2, 3, or it can be 5. And the number of favorable outcomes is therefore 3, 1, 2 and 3. The probability, we know the formula, so the probability of finding the event E2 will be equal to number of favorable outcomes is 3 upon total number of outcomes is 6. So the probability is going to be 1 upon 2. School Exam Prep has released sample papers for grade 10 maths, both basic and standard. We provide personalized one-to-one or one-to-many online coaching. We have chapter-wise study material for both grades 9 and 10 maths. For more details, log into our website schoolexamprep.in or WhatsApp or call on the number given on the screen. Now let us continue with the video. Let us now toss two dice simultaneously and let us find the total number of outcomes. Now here we can see that this dice will give us 6 possible outcomes. This dice will also give us 6 outcomes. So the total number of outcomes will be 6 into 6. So we'll get 36 outcomes. Now let us understand how to write these outcomes without missing a single outcome. For this, we first draw a table. In this table, we have 7 rows and 7 columns. We write 1 to 6 in this row, and here we write 1 to 6 in this column. Let us write the corresponding numbers from the column and the row. Now suppose if we want to fill this, we check the corresponding column first. So the column has 3 and the row has 4. So this here we will write 3, 4. Here again, if we want to fill this, we will first look at the column, which is 4, and then we look at the row, which is 6, and here we will fill 4, 6. So like this, we fill this table and we will get all 36 outcomes without missing a single outcome. Let us understand this concept better by tossing two dice simultaneously. Find the probability of getting a doublet of an odd number. Let this be the event E1. A doublet means getting the same number on both the dice. So that means we'll have 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 6, 6 are doublets. Now the question asks for odd number doublet. So that means the favorable outcomes will be 1, 1, 3, 3 and 5, 5. That means we have favorable outcomes as 3. We know that probability is number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So P of E1 will be equal to 3, and the total number of outcomes, because we have two dice, is going to be 36. So 3 upon 36 or 1 upon 12 when we simplify is our probability. Let us now toss both the dice and find the probability of getting different numbers on the two dice. Now one way is to look at this table and find all the different numbers on the dice, and we will get the probability. But that's going to be very time consuming. So let us find a shorter method. Now for this, what we do is we consider this event as E2. Now let us find the favorable outcomes of getting the same number on both the dice, which is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 6, 6. We'll get the favorable outcome of getting different number on both the dice will be the total outcomes, which is 36, minus the favorable outcome of getting the same number on the dice as 6. So we will get this outcome as 30. So the number of favorable outcomes will be 30. Now probability formula we know as equal to number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So the probability of this event E2 happening will be number of favorable outcomes is 30. The total number of outcomes is 36. So this is going to be equal to 5 by 6. Let us now toss two dice simultaneously and find the probability of getting sum of numbers on the top of the dice is more than 9. Let E3 be the event. Let us look at this table and find all the numbers whose sum of numbers appearing on the top of the dice is equal to 9. So this number 6, 3, 5, 4, 4, 5 and 3, 6 are the numbers whose sum is equal to 9. These numbers 6, 4, 5, 5, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6 and 6, 5 have their sum as 10, 11 or 12. So the number of favorable outcomes is 6. Total number of outcomes we already know as 36. So the probability of the event E3 happening will be equal to 6 upon 36, which is also equal to 1 upon 6. We have a new revision maths batch for grades 9 and 10 CBSE students starting from 11th of Jan next month. For more detail, WhatsApp or call 944 994 8591. Thanks for watching.